Mike Lee, he is an American senator. He's a senator for Utah. I'm not a big fan of him. He reposted this video from, which he says is from the Ayatollah's website, which, I mean, like, if he means like a government website, or if it was like, because I don't see anything recent. I don't know. And he says this was released like 2 years ago or something, like January of 2022. So I'm not gonna go bother to go like dig it up and find the original post on some website. But this was reposted by pro-Iran media channels, Iranian government media channels, and was spread around afterwards. And that's how I saw it. So yes, this is pro-Iran propaganda. And what the propaganda shows is Donald Trump getting assassinated by Iranian drones and cyber robot machine gun wielding little like unmanned vehicles while he plays golf. It's honestly, it feels like a Hezbollah, like hardcore Shia, like wet dream. That's what this looks like to me. And it's kind of bizarro. And hearing this, like, truly terrifying and chilling, this is not the feeling that I felt watching this. And it's not because I don't like Trump. It's just like knowing how Iran has tried to do assassination and attacks in the United States before. It's not been very effective. A lot of them have been like foiled, and it's very basic. They're certainly not sending drones all the way from Tehran to Palm Beach. Check this out. Okay, what I love about this is, so first they've got this little robot mech thing just riding down the road. Nobody spots it, nobody sees it, nobody stops it. And when you look at this design, like if this thing falls over, it's not getting up again. It just goes up like a curb the wrong way, and that bunk. Also, what is that camouflage? Why is the camouflage red? Okay, this is not Call of Duty. This is not like a gun skin that you trade on CSGO. It's supposed, the camouflage should not make the thing you're looking at more visible. If it was just purely painted black going down the road, it would be harder to see. The camouflage makes it more visible, okay? So don't know how that would even get to Mar-a-Lago in the back without having to find stairs or a door or go through a doorway. Camouflage doesn't make sense. Iran doesn't have anything like this. Okay, so those first three things immediately when I saw this. I love the implication here that this guy has a picture of Soleimani as his wallpaper. He simps that hard. But look, so what they do is they hack, and then I guess they put a feed where you can't see the vehicle there to override the security. So they also were able to hack into the camera feed of Mar-a-Lago, which if they were able to do that, I mean, that would be the fault of the Mar-a-Lago security team. That wouldn't be a Secret Service problem. That'd be a Mar-a-Lago security problem. And they wouldn't just have to do that for that camera. They'd have to conceivably do that for basically any camera this vehicle would get by. Just okay. So we've made a lot of leaps in logic so far, and we're not even halfway through. Let's keep going. There's a perfect size to go under the gate. Brilliant. And now they've got a drone in the sky. Wow. A drone in the sky. They somehow got above Mar-a-Lago. Okay. You know, we have, you know, an Air Force, and Iran can't exactly fly this from Tehran all the way there. It's a little far away. So what, would they have like a remote operator somewhere? What, I mean, maybe you could do this with like a small like UAV, maybe like a small DJI drone, but this does not look like a DJI drone to me. This does not look like that interface, and I've seen a lot of them. Okay, so this message says something akin. It's like basically we'll get revenge for Soleimani. It's a variation of that. Like, this is for Soleimani. So look at this is the best part to me. Look at the shadow of the drone. We don't get to see the drone. We don't see the drone at any point. We just see the shadow. What? Look at the size of that thing. And nobody saw it. Nobody shot it down. There was no aircraft deployed. This is not something that could just simply by one operator just be like, that thing's gigantic. It's huge. How did that get anywhere near to where the president, or at the time, I guess if it's 2022, we're talking former president, but still, like, he has secrets. How is it possible? And why would they even? Like, if you're trying to get, like, secretly assassinate the president of the United States, you don't want this giant ass thing. And these types of drones are not quiet. They're loud. If that thing's flying around Mar-a-Lago, you don't just got that gigantic visual sign in the sky, you got the shadow going over the ground, and you've got the buzzing sound. And I don't know what type of drone this is. This almost looks like a stealth bomber, an American stealth bomber almost. I have no clue where they got the shadow design from. But I don't know if it sounds like a Shaheed or what, but it's certainly not going to be quiet. It's like, so they got the B-52 bomber of drones flying over here while the robot comes in. Don't know how it really sneaked in. Apparently just went under that one gate, and that's all it took to get all the way to the president of the United States. Just so many levels to that. This is terrifying. Look, I'm not saying that threatening the president of the United States should not be taken seriously. It's just like when the threat is silly, you know? It's like if I heard Ghana threatened the president of the United States and they said they were going to take their navy to Washington, D.C., to like Baltimore port and seize Baltimore and then march on D.C., like, I would not take that seriously. And it's like a more realistic scenario would be the Iranians trying to get a clear shot at Trump in some crowded event, you know, like a more, but this right now is just like pure propaganda for the domestic Iranian audience. It is trying to like, hey, we're investing all this military stuff, so obviously we're so technologically advanced. We got these super drones, we can sneak in, and we can sneak in over to the country, and we got these ground drones with the super like periscope vision, and they don't have any of this. This is not something that they have. This is certainly not anything they could get into this area. It's just simple propaganda meant to convince Iranians of, you know, their own power. Terrifying, Mike Lee says. Terrifying. Okay, let's move on. What do we got left?